Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Randy Henderson, formerly of Henderson Ford, and I'm here today as a business owner. I'm also a local minister and a chaplain in our community. And today we're here with Franchise ROC partners. We have Councilman Willie Lightfoot, who's owner of this business. Creation Unisex Shop, who's also a pastor in our community, and the city councilman. We have Angela LaVecchia. Angela is a franchise expert at FranNet, which is a franchise development entity. We have FranNet owner John Adams. We have the owners of 1-800-STRIPER, Heather and Luke Linear. Mayor Malik Adams will be joining us here also today. And we also have our distinguished partner,
Bam Muhammad from Redco.
Mr. Muhammad here from Redco. I want to thank you to the media who responded today to the press conference, and thank you to Mr. Lightfoot for making this business space available for this. Many of us have, at some point in our lives, have wondered about going into business for ourselves and may not have known exactly how to go about getting started. So what we'd like to do is help close the gap between those dreams and the reality of business ownership. The people here today have come together with a proven business tool to enter or expand local business ventures, to reach financial goals, build wealth, and we want to share this tool with you today. We'd like to see more business development in the city of Rochester, more opportunities for our young people to be involved with and have positive activities to connect with. So I'd like to introduce a couple of speakers that we have here today. Two of our Franchise ROC leaders, Willie and Angela, will give you just a snapshot of our vision and plan for entrepreneurial development with the youth and adults in the city. First, Willie will talk about what's led us to this point today. Then Angela will explain what the business tool, the proven business tool, is all about. Later, Councilman Lightfoot will detail how to get connected with an event that we're holding on October 19th. And Angela will introduce the next steps beyond October 19th and lead us into any questions that you may have at the outset. So I'd like to ask if we could welcome Councilman, business owner, Pastor Willie Lightfoot.
Thank you, Randy and Angela and all of you. Good morning to each and every one of you, and thank you for being here. This is an exciting day for us and for this community, to be quite frank with you. 2 years ago, Angela went to Henderson Ford seeking Randy's advice to further franchise opportunities in the city. And not just in the city, but particularly in marginalized communities, and especially with those being intentional about working with the population of people in color. And Randy saw fire in Angela, and fast forward to this past July, I found myself eager to meet with Angela and Randy to flesh out the advantages of franchising for Rochesterians. Now, that makes it sound a lot more gentle than what it is. If you know Angela came to the barbershop, and she was just full of vigor and fire and really wanted to work with this community. And this thing started as a very small thing of just maybe looking at Jefferson Avenue to expanding to the whole region to provide this information. We do not like Rochester being characterized by crime, poverty, numbers that we see. Envision franchising as a change maker for our city families, friends, and neighbors. Angela's going to outline what is involved in franchising, which makes it such a valuable business tool. And oftentimes, when we think of franchising, and Angela will talk about this, we often think of the Taco Bells, the McDonald's, etc. But it's much more vast than that. There's much more opportunities. And I invite Angela to come and explain about those particular opportunities. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. It's a great day in the neighborhood. We have 1-800-STRIPER. You've already been introduced to Luke and Heather. They're local people. They have been in the striping business for 23 years, and they wanted more legs to their business, so they decided to franchise, and luckily for us, FranNet, we got them under our umbrella. John and I, my colleague John, we're here to help people learn about franchising being more than just French fries. There are so many opportunities within the franchise industry that we have fun talking about it, and our purpose is to help the right people get to the right franchise. We have a professional assessment. Market studies get done with the franchisors with whom we are aligned. We align with the creme de la creme because there are 4,000 franchises out there, and not everybody has the same level of expertise. Not everybody has the same money behind them. So we help flesh out those products for our candidates that are best for them. We do a location evaluation. We're local. We can talk to the Rochester, Buffalo, Syracuse markets. We help provide with capital information. That's one of the first things we do. Is Joe Citizen comes and says, we want to, we don't have any money, or we have this amount of money, how do we go about it? We align them with funding partners, whether it's a bank, whether it's the SBA. SCORE will help them put together a business plan. We have so many partners, and nobody knows that what we do exists. We have field support. Once you align with the franchisor, they have their training, they have their procedure that must be followed, and that gets you to your legacy. It gets you to your wealth development. We're looking to develop sustaining relationships so that people can be happy and joyful in what they're doing on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, there's going to be glitches, and there's going to be, questions, but that's where your support comes in. Because in franchising, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Franchise ROC, we're here to help you as mentors align with the correct funding partners, to align to get your business plan going, to align, because you cannot do anything by yourself. There is no fee from us. It is the franchisor who pays us. So we're like a realtor. So we work until the deal gets completed, or even sometimes the candidate says we need to walk away at this time, but we'll be back. You can register online for our October 19th event, and I'm going to talk because I have no business talking about URLs, but this is tinyurl.com/franchise rock red. Am I doing it, Diane? Find the link on our Franchise ROC Facebook page. Also on the Prayer House Church of God by Faith website. Registration is the first step in personally connecting with Franchise ROC to take advantage of this business information, the introduction to resources, and the mentoring. October 19, Randy referenced it, Willie referenced it. I'm your third time. There'll be 3 more times. October 16, 6 to 9 p.m. There'll be 2 hours of information as well as dialogue with those who want to move forward and learn additional information. We're inviting family and friends, investors, and those interested in our business community to welcome to come to the October 19th event. Attendance for the October 19th event will be city agencies, county agencies, funding partners, and community service organizations, one of which is Redco. Redco can help you find money, free money. Free money. I'm encouraging everyone to follow the Franchise ROC Facebook page and engage by linking, commenting, and sharing posts to help get the word out there. And if someone cannot attend the 19th event of October, watch on Facebook because Willie's going to have it live, and find the link on the Prayer House Church of God by Faith. Then we're going to have a come to the beginning meeting, because this is like the first step into the water. But the day after, on the 20th, we're going to have a regroup, and we're going to come to the next portion of our Franchise ROC, and that's going to take place probably in December or January, to bring people so that they're still in the momentum, because you need momentum. You can't put your foot in the water. You can't start the dive and be midair and say, uh-oh. You have to finish the dive. So that's where we come in, and we will have a second event relative to that. Franchise ROC can be reached at any point in time throughout our Facebook page. Thank you for being here, and I'm really excited. And I'm going to introduce the Menieres for 1 second. We got Heather and we got Lou. So give them a moment.
Well, thank you guys so much for having us. We're excited about being part of this journey. We love small business. We love beautifying properties. It's what we've been doing for 23 years. And so now we're excited to partner with entrepreneurs to help them start their own striping companies across the United States. So that's what we're looking forward to. You want to add anything?
Yeah, we're just really excited about taking our company to a franchise, being part of Franchise ROC, and helping others bring a neighborhood striping company to their community.
Thank you so much.
Let me just reiterate for you. Thank Angela and Randy, but reiterate. This event, again, is October 19th. It's at my church, Prayer House Church of God by Faith, 270 Cumberland Street. We're asking and strongly encouraging individuals to please register. And that's just to give us a kind of a head count. You do not have to register to come to the event. It is it's a free event. It's no fee. It doesn't cost you anything. It's from 6 to 8 p.m. There will be informational session that goes into more detail about franchising, but then there will also be an opportunity for networking and partnership through the partners such as Redco, SCORE, individuals, financial empowerment centers. I believe we have M&T Bank. There's going to be various partners that will be there, consumer credit counseling, that can get you from 0 to 100 or A to Z from being in business. So even if franchising is not your bag or your bag of tea, you can still, there will be individuals there that can help a person take an idea to bricks and mortar into a reality. So we want to encourage anyone with ideas of being in business or dreams of being in business, franchising being, of course, our priority at this particular event, to consider coming to this event and sharing the word. We need you to like, share, and follow on our Facebook page, okay? The tinyurl.com/Franchise ROC Reg is how you register. Link to Franchise ROC Facebook page, share, like, follow, okay? So thank you. I'll bring Randy up to close us out, and thank you for your time.
So again, thank you for coming. At this point, if there are any questions that you have relative to this event or relative to anything that we've said today, we'll be glad to take those at this time.
I guess I'm wondering, who exactly are you talking to in our community?
That's a great question. We're talking to current business owners that would like to expand. We're talking to people who would have the dream of owning a business. We're talking to young people that would like to get more information and like to be involved in developing a business or learning how to develop a business. So we're talking to the community at large that has an interest in being involved in or owning and developing their own business.
Can you describe what striping does? I've never heard of it.
Yeah, we do the parking lot striping and for different businesses.
Right up to the podium.
See? Yeah, we're a neighborhood striping company. We started back in 1999. So we've been in business for 23 years, and we've been offering the parking lot striping services to the Rochester area. And recently we just started franchising our company and offering it at a national level. So individuals can, basically start a neighborhood striping company in their communities, and we're here to support the franchise initiative. And that's just basically the dream of business ownership and the idea of starting something and being part of something, a business.
Angela, push for you.
Well, Berkeley, can I
Yeah,
piggyback on that question that you asked, Angela? I sat
Right
on
up there with us.
I sat on the race commission that for business development. I co-chaired that with Marcus Dunn. When we went out in the community, across the community, this was a city-county endeavor. The three things that we found out in business development through the race commission report, if you look at that report, you'll see that in there, is access to capital, mentorship, and support services. Those are the three things that businesses typically said that they did not have, existing businesses, and or people wanted to start. So one thing about franchising, it brings all of those elements into one place. And what we're doing on the 19th is bringing all those elements into one place.
Okay. I wanted to be on again.
I have a question. Is there interest from young people to get into starting their own business? And if you're not seeing enough interest, what do you do to get their attention?
I'm going to bring John in. John is my colleague, and he is a franchisee, and he can talk.
Seeing a lot of interest from parents right now to help their children get into business. I'm working with two families here in Rochester. We're setting up a business for their children that they can learn how to create intergenerational transfer of wealth. A lot of people are frustrated with graduate school and would rather spend money on starting a business rather than not having an
So I've worked directly with young people in this community for over 17 years, and I've had a lot of them that have expressed a desire to go into business. In fact, unfortunately, a lot of them are involved in businesses, but they're not the kind of businesses that we like them to be involved in a positive way. So what we want to provide is some positive options for our young people to get involved in some legitimate businesses that can lead to futures for them that would have them doing positive things in the community and setting examples for others.
I was just going to say the same thing. Oftentimes, being a barber, of course, you know, people typically don't change those three things in their life: their barber, their spiritual leader, and their doctor, right? So I get the chance to hear a lot of what these young people, especially in this community, are saying. And a lot of them are looking for an alternative, as Randy has said. So this is an alternative. It's existing business, because existing businesses could turn, like myself. Angela's talking about franchising the barbershop and, you know, opportunities that could be for things of that nature. So it's people who have ideas and looking for alternatives, people who have existing businesses, and then people who may want to go in business and never really looked at franchising as an opportunity. How many franchises do we have in some of these corridors? Very little. So this is a start. Franchise ROC is a start to the beginning of a journey of reimagining how our communities could look, and franchising being one of those particular tools that we can use.
We're going to say bye.
Oh, wait. I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge our great mayor, Mayor Evans, and give him an opportunity to come. He took time. I know he had a contract today that you took. Congratulations, by the way.
That's right.
And I want to give the mayor an opportunity to have some words.
Well, just let me say, you know, I'm a banker by profession. So when you know, Councilmember Lightfoot called me, but really in his other role, he wears many hats in the community, but he's also a business owner. So the council we were talking to business owners, people who've been in business, about the power of small business. You know, there's a data point that I want to leave with them. There's a data point that says if 1 in 3 small businesses in America can create at least one job, America could be at full employment. Think about how powerful small businesses are, and then when you add the franchise element to it, how important it is. So, you know, I spent 20 years in the banking sector, and we spend so much time talking about poverty. This is a prosperity conversation that we're having here. This is shifting the paradigm about how you build wealth in the community. And then the last point I'll make is that this is being hosted at a church, right? I believe it's being hosted at a church. My father came here for divinity school. His thesis was on how churches can be levers, can be incubators for economic empowerment. So that's, you know, when I talk a lot about economic empowerment, I got that from rereading his thesis when he was at Colgate Divinity. That is what he wrote about. So what Willie is doing here, I got so excited about it because it's bringing all of these elements together. But the most important element is how do we start to change the narrative in our community to show that you don't just have to have a conversation about the poverty mindset, that we can move to the prosperity mindset. But you got to have the information, and that's what you got here. I mean, Randy Henderson is, he's a very humble man, but he's a legend. What he was able to do, one of the few business leaders that own a major car dealership. People are confident. This should be able to be at his knees to listen to the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that he has here, and then to bring in the franchise folks along with Willie, is also a business person. Redco's here, who has. I was just talking about Redco yesterday about the power that they have that also help ignite the entrepreneurial spirit in Rochester. So I want to thank these folks for helping to change the narrative. That it's just not about poverty. We do have to address poverty. And we're in one of the most impoverished zip codes we're standing here right now. But by giving them the information, we can move from poverty to prosperity. And that's what this event is about. And this is why I wholeheartedly support it. So thank you so much for having me.
I want to piggyback on what Mayor Evans said. There are studies that show, and I'll be glad to direct you to them or you can Google them, that the presence of businesses, like particularly black businesses in communities, have a direct impact on lowering the youth crime rate, have a direct impact on showing positive examples and role models for young people in the community, and really have a positive example on poverty overall. So that's something that we want to see come from this. Are there any other questions before we close? Thank you very much for coming. And we look forward to working with you.